Welcome back to the Stoic Tube. In a world dominated by noise, competition, and endless validation-seeking behavior, there exists a rare breed of individuals who walk alone, not out of weakness or social rejection, but out of choice. They are the Sigma males. Quietly powerful, intensely self-reliant, and emotionally self-sufficient, Sigmas are lone wolves who live outside the traditional male social hierarchy. And for many of them, being single isn't a curse, it's a form of liberation. 1. They don't chase, they attract. The Sigma male doesn't chase relationships because he's not wired for dependency. While others may feel incomplete without a partner, the Sigma thrives in solitude. He's so busy building, learning, exploring, and evolving that chasing validation from others feels like a distraction. He attracts by being so deeply in tune with himself that others naturally want to be around him, yet he rarely lets anyone in. 2. They prioritize purpose over romance. While most people seek relationships for comfort, Sigmas seek growth. They live purpose-driven lives, often consumed by their missions, whether it's business, creativity, fitness, philosophy, or something else. Romantic relationships can feel like a detour from that mission unless the connection adds value or shares the same intensity of purpose. For a Sigma, purpose comes first. Love is secondary. 3. They have high emotional standards. Sigma males don't tolerate drama, manipulation, or emotional immaturity. Their solitude has taught them emotional control and mental resilience, so they often find modern relationships, filled with games, passive aggression, and codependency, exhausting. They'd rather be alone than constantly explain themselves to someone who doesn't understand their mindset. 4. Independence is their default state. Where alpha males might dominate and beta males might follow, Sigmas simply detach. They're self-sufficient to a fault. From making money to managing emotions, they rarely rely on others. This extreme independence makes relationships difficult because most people aren't used to someone who doesn't need them. It can be intimidating, even off-putting. 5. They're selective as hell. Sigmas don't date for fun. They don't do casual flings or jump into things because they're lonely. They know themselves too well to waste time on people who don't align with their vision or values. They want depth, authenticity, intelligence, and emotional stability. This drastically reduces the number of potential partners they're even willing to consider. 6. Society doesn't understand them. Let's face it, most of the world doesn't know what to do with a Sigma male. He's quiet, yet confident. Distant, yet magnetic. Disconnected from trends, but deeply connected to his own inner world. Because he doesn't fit into neat social boxes, people often misunderstand his intentions, calling him arrogant, antisocial, or emotionally unavailable, when in reality, he's just focused inward rather than outward. 7. They've mastered the art of solitude. Most people can't be alone for long. They need distractions, noise, or people to fill the silence. But Sigmas crave that silence. It's where they recharge. It's where they think. It's where they create. Solitude isn't lonely to them, it's empowering. And when you've tasted the peace of being alone, you're much less likely to compromise it for a relationship that feels forced or superficial. 8. They don't follow the relationship. Timeline society has a timeline. Date by 25, married by 30, kids by 35. Sigmas don't care. They live by their own clock. They don't feel pressure to settle, to marry, or to do what everyone else is doing. They know rushing into relationships out of social pressure leads to resentment and regret. They'd rather wait years for the right connection than dive into a shallow one now. 9. Their boundaries are rock solid. Most people bend their standards to accommodate a partner. Sigmas don't. They've spent too much time cultivating their peace and building their lives to allow anyone to come in and disrupt it. They value freedom, mental clarity, and personal space. If someone threatens any of those things, even unintentionally, they walk away without hesitation. 10. They're always evolving. A Sigma male is never stagnant. He's always reading, growing, improving, and evolving. And that constant growth makes him incompatible with people who are stuck in routine or resistant to change. He needs someone who can evolve with him, not hold him back. Until he finds that person, he stays single, and he's perfectly fine with that. Final thoughts. Sigma males are single not because they can't find love, but because they refuse to settle for anything less than deep, aligned, and mature connection. They've mastered themselves first, and they expect the same from anyone they let into their world. While society may look at their solitude with confusion or pity, Sigmas see it as a superpower.